Hillegass. Welcome to my wonderful colleagues here at Ocean Lakes High School. I have 7 educational interpreter extraordinaires joining me today. And this is my final project for INTR 330, which is presentation of the demand control schema. So here we go. By the way, I just do want to put it on record. Thank you all for joining me. Jean, it is Friday, 2:35. They got off at 2:10, so they have stayed after school today in order to help me with this project, which I really do appreciate. Okay, first of all, I would like for everybody to take a look at this picture. Peruse, and somebody tell me what they see.
Mount Rushmore.
They're so smart, Jean, you just wouldn't even believe it. Okay. Oh, I like the fact that we're videoing and I can make asides to my teacher. Okay, Mount Rushmore. Okay, that's a very general. Do we all agree that it's, does anybody think it's not Mount Rushmore? Details, people, give me some details.
Well, our background knowledge, it looks like Mount Rushmore, but over on the right, for some reason, I'm seeing the body of a man, like the chest and the belly button, and kind of a vague head.
So, belly button.
Belly button is lower at the bottom of the screen.
Yes, belly
button
head,
Yes,
yes.
the belly button. I don't know what's in there. Okay. How about over here?
It
Any
looks like,
details?
it's blurry, but it does look like the president.
But actually,
But there's only 3 of them there, the first and fourth
there's
one.
4. No, I see the first guy. Well, that could be the guy
Maybe
who
even
arm.
Well,
There's arms on Mount Rushmore?
No, that was the guy that Wendy sees.
Oh,
Yeah.
this guy that Wendy sees. Okay. So, would we agree that Mount Rushmore is something that we're all familiar with? I mean, I've never seen it in person. Has anybody seen it in person?
I have.
Jealous. I have never seen it in person. However, it's something that we're very familiar with. I can make it out. I think I can kind of see. Okay. Okay. Right. We got Washington. Any other details that anybody can give me?
Blue sky.
Blue sky. Right.
It's almost like the third face and the fourth face of the president are almost like cornered to each other, like they're kind of smooshed together.
Okay. All right. So I'm sure you know me well enough to know that I'm starting off with an analogy. And what I would like to do today is I want to use demand control schema as a new lens, as a tool. It's a framework for you. And I want us to run it over something that we're familiar with and realize, though we may have seen something a million times, i.e. that K through 12 classroom that we all work in and we all love, that we know like the back of our hands, there may be something when you look at it closer that was not what you expected. I appreciate that you saw man, but it's actually Animal from the Muppets made it up onto Mount Rushmore. So, you know, as I said a moment ago, you're probably asking yourselves, and I appreciate that you're not asking me, but you're probably asking yourselves, why am I doing this on a Friday afternoon with Becky when I could be Christmas shopping? And it's because I want you to take a look at something in a new way. I want you to look at it through this new lens. And one of my fellow classmates made this comment, which has become a quote that I really love, and I asked her permission to use it on my PowerPoint, which is, complacency is interpreter kryptonite. So if we always do what we always did and we think we always know what we always knew, we're going to get that blurry picture that we had of Mount Rushmore, but we're going to miss the details. And our job is very detail oriented, and we need to be able to see things clearly. And before we turn the video on, we were talking briefly, we've got a lot of experience in this room, many, many years of interpreting experience, primarily in K through 12. Is that a fair statement to say? It's very easy to become complacent. I am guilty myself of not thinking I know everything, but thinking I've done this so many times. What could be new? Why did I make that decision? Hold that decision up to, you know, that lens of what we're talking about today, demand control schema, and really analyzing what I do, why I make those decisions, what they're called, and to be able to talk to colleagues about them, support decisions I made. If possibly a colleague thinks I made the wrong decision, it shouldn't be this. It should be, well, here's why I did that, using the terminology that we're gonna learn today to be able to talk about our work, which I think is really important. Excuse me. Isn't that funny? I love that. Okay. So today, this is what we're going to do. We're going to talk for just a moment about interpreting as a practice profession. I'm going to introduce you to the terminology related to demand control schema and how they work together. We're going to do some practical application, which this is really the point of today, to take the knowledge, and if it's not applicable, and it's not going to help you in your day-to-day work, then I feel like, why are we here on a Friday afternoon? I really want to make this something that is going to benefit you as an educational interpreter. And of course, my favorite thing, the culminating activity to reinforce the knowledge that we're going to learn in the PowerPoint. Okay, any questions about our objectives?